Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jordan Sharp. Today we're going to be looking at how the odds have been acting up for the game between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. How you doing today, Jordan?
I'm doing great, Dax. Thanks, man.
No problem. All right, so we know that Vegas knows that the Packers are out for revenge, and it doesn't really matter who's going to pay the price, but someone will. And in this case, Vegas actually thinks the same. They opened up the line at -8 for the Packers with a 46-point total. Since then, PinnacleSports.com has kept the line exactly the same, with the exception of the juice. That now has them at -112. But Five Dimes actually took it to the next level and upped them by a full point and a half, but with a positive +105 juice. In any case, Jordan, where do you actually think this line might close out before the kickoff starts?
I think it's going to be somewhere in between what Five Dimes has it and what the line opened at 8. I would say 8.5 to 9 points is probably reasonable for this game. I'll say 8.5 just because I think there is some sort of like hipster betting phenomenon right now for this week on the New York Jets against the Green Bay Packers. I'm not sure where it's coming from because obviously the Green Bay Packers are at Lambeau Field. If this game was in New York, obviously that would be a completely different conversation. But you know, I think the Jets have a very good defense. I don't think their defense is good enough to go on the road and cover an 8-point spread against the Green Bay Packers, especially off the Packers who have had extra rest and are probably, like you said, a little teed off that they got beat so handily against the Seattle Seahawks on opening night in such embarrassing fashion. Aaron Rodgers obviously has a lot of upside, especially even though this Jets defense is good. It's more so their front seven that's very good instead of their secondary. They're pretty banged up right now in their secondary, and a talented quarterback like Aaron Rodgers is going to take full advantage of that, especially one who doesn't want to start his Packers team off 0-2. So I think everybody seems to be on the same page except for this very small minority of people that are really adamant about the Jets being able to cover in this game. But normally, because it's such a small amount of people that I think are touting the Jets this week, I think that it's what seems like the square play is probably the right play. So I think more people will jump in on the Packers here before kickoff, probably inch that line up a little bit more towards what Five Dimes has it. But Five Dimes, I think, may just be slightly overvaluing the Packers at this time. So that's why I think it's going to probably settle somewhere in between there.
Now, let me throw you a curveball here, Jordan. Do you think that the line might sway a little bit different if Vic was being called up to start that game?
You know, it's an interesting point, but I don't think that, A, that's a possibility, and B, I don't think it would change much. The last time we saw Michael Vick, he wasn't necessarily the most competent quarterback. Yeah. He was, really not making that great of decisions, and I don't know how that's going to change in a Jets offense that still is not great. Even with, I think, Geno Smith, I think both the front office and the team, I think the coaching staff, very committed to him right now. But, I think that may be something that could move the lines, but I don't know if it's going to have an effect on the actual outcome of the game.
Right. Well, they were pretty committed to Mark Sanchez, too, and look what happened there, right?
That's absolutely true. You have a very good point there.
All right, my man. Thank you once again, and we'll talk some more football soon.
Thanks, Dax.
No problem. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.